Alright, hey everyone, Wanderbot here, and welcome back to Warframe. So, if you guys don't remember on the last episode, I ran out of Endo. I'm back up to, I think, about 10k Endo, but that's not really enough for what I need to be doing here. So we're gonna be running, Huracan. I've got my Frost out. I don't know if Ignis is really the weapon for this, but Ignis is kind of my go-to lazy gun. Though I should probably pull out Tonkor and see if Tonkor is a death sentence anymore. Because previously, the Tonkor was my go-to weapon for Huracan. It was amazing. It more or less just demolished whole hordes of these guys, and I just roll solo. I think I did like maybe 1 or 2 episodes on that. I don't know, actually. I usually with all of my series, I'm kind of like pretty aware of like what I did over the course of them, like stuff that happened during the episodes. But this is actually one of my longest running series, by like a significant margin. And whoopsie. What did you do, Shadows? But so this is actually one of my longest running series. I started it, I guess, a little bit after Scrap Mechanic. So I really is the wrong loadout. Holy shit. But so I started this after Scrap Mechanic, and obviously, you know, I haven't been as consistent with it. But any series that lasts for longer than a year is pretty long on this channel, and it probably will actually be kind of one of the longest series that I ever do, just purely from a time investment standpoint. Well, not a time investment, over the course of time, because, you know, chances are once I've kind of finished up with Plains of Eidolon, you know, seen all there is and farmed all there is, I might shelve this series again just because, and kind of move on and, you know, rinse repeat for years as new content comes out for this game. And it's not like there's really anything wrong with that. It's just kind of this weird feeling of a series that never ends that I will probably just continuously pick up and put down. I mean, I guess this is true of any MMO series that anyone could do. Ultimately, you're going to kind of follow the generation of content. You don't just come back to it, or you don't just play it consistently. Some people do. I know there are some Warframe players out there that are constantly putting up videos, and props to them. I don't know if I'm that kind of guy. I could be, but I also am very happy to just kind of play this game when cool new shit comes out, and then, you know, rinse repeat forever, sort of. I really like Frost for this one. I should probably get him the energy regen. Or I think he's still got the heal aura. Then again, I guess it's not so bad. Fortunately, these guys are a little bit strong. Okay, we'll probably go back after a certain point, just so Shadows can have the proper build. Also, just because I think my Ignis, it's doing a fair amount of damage, but it's not quite. I'll have to see if I can redo the build at some point. Should probably also go make sure the other direction is not a problem. Let's see. Okay, yeah, I think we're doing fine. Ooh, 400 Endo. Yes, that's what we're here for. Let's see, but yeah, might try switching to the Tonkor and seeing if it's survivable. I mean, it probably is. It's not that ridiculous of a weapon. Or more per se, I think I can avoid shooting directly into melee. Hopefully. We'll find out. But yeah, I'm really stoked for Plains of Eidolon, because, you know, I don't mind running these missions. It's really cathartic playing this. But it's also inherently, you know, a very repetitive product. And I'm hoping the Plains kind of gives me something interesting to do. with like a little bit more active variety. And if we're lucky, oh, hi. If we're lucky, Plains of Eidolon will actually, kind of not bring about a renaissance for Warframe. It's still going to be the exact same game, let's be honest here. But, it's still going to be the exact same game. This isn't going to, like, you know, revolutionize the whole product. But it is probably going to make a fairly serious difference in how things are for at least a little while. And I'd love to see kind of how that goes. Because, you know, if it turns out that, you know, going open world for this game actually really makes, like, a huge difference, then I will, I'll be really happy to see if they do more levels like that. Like, I always say I wish this game had, like, kind of some Halo-style missions for, like, story mode or whatever, where you actually have, like, specifically, maybe not fully designed set pieces, because some of the procedural generation is okay. I've been converting all of my spare mods into Endo. So we're going to have a whole lot of quote-unquote new mods, new and exciting mods that I already have the primed versions of, and so on and so forth. Yeah. It's all good. I think we are all running Ignis here, actually, looking at it. Could be wrong. That did not do as much damage as I thought it was going to do. I was really expecting that to, kind of... Yeah, I don't generally use the bubble pop as a damage dealing thing. Okay, are there any goodies around here? No, it doesn't look like it. Okay, pop the bubble. Pop the bubble. Oh, jeez, look at all these dudes. Right for the killing. Yeah, I'm actually leveling a couple of my weapons right now. We've got an Oma and Spectra, I believe. And they're more or less just trash. Maybe not trash items. They could actually be perfectly good. But I just more or less am making them for affinity. At some point I will sit down and figure out which weapons are actually worth something. Someday. I'm not that lazy about it, but I'm not that lazy about it, but it's one of those where, like, I've already got a bunch of weapons that I already like, and I should probably sit down and figure out what's good. Because, like, you know, I've got a bunch of melee weapons that more or less do what I need them to. And so, like, the idea of getting more seems silly. Yeah, the other one is perfectly fine. Oh yeah, we've got plenty of energy capsules. Let's just wipe those guys. Go power this thing up. And one of the things I really like about Huracan, we are not doing it to its fullest extent here, but Huracan was actually one of the first things I ever did in Warframe when I started my sort of series. I don't think any of the footage actually made it there. I was playing with a whole bunch of fans, just grinding Huracan. And other stuff, obviously, but Huracan was the one that I remember kind of fondly, because there were three people that were, I think it was Shadow Strider, maybe Acleon, and like one other person, who I don't remember, and I think they, together had given me the Volt, the parts required for Volt, which was really helpful. Cool? I don't know. But they more or less ran Huracan at, like, breakneck speeds. So we had a Vauban, a Chroma, and I don't remember what the last one was. Maybe it was a Frost. I don't really know. I actually originally thought Chroma was the one with the Vauban cage, but I was very much incorrect on that one. But they would have 3 excavators running at a time. And I thought that was extremely, extremely cool, and I made a lot of money that day. I'm probably actually going to make more from this, but that's mostly just because I'm running the booster. Okay, that's only got 10 seconds left. Let's continue on to the next one. Usually go for 1,000 to 2,000 cryotic. Which is an amusing thing to say because, you know, Cryotic is actually a YouTuber. Streamer. Bit of both, really. I haven't, like, really kept up with him that much. I knew him back within, like, the first year of me starting because he did, like, this failure to launch, not reality TV show, but it was one of those where he was bringing on a whole bunch of different YouTubers and they were going to compete in games and then have like kind of an elimination set up and stuff like that. But it actually didn't end up panning out that way. We never made it past the second session. We did Chivalry and then Left 4 Dead and stuff like that. It was fun, but then it just never happened again, which was really confusing. I was supposed to do the art for them and they just never got back to me on it. I was also obviously one of the contenders, but still. But that was weird and fun, and I'd like to do that again someday. I'll probably like send him a message in like a year or two, just be like, "Yo, you want to do that game show thing that you wanted to do?" And he'll be like, "What? Who? You?" 'Cause I remember it. It was fun. I'd probably do it with YouTubers that are reliable. It was a nightmare trying to get everybody to get schedules together. It was a neat idea nonetheless. It's actually really peaceful. I wanted to roll Nidus for this. Now that I've got maxed out Vitality on my Nidus, I can kind of... Wait, did it get broken? Or, no, mine was A. Theirs is B. I see. Oh, that's fine. More extractors means more rewards. It's one of the reasons why I like extraction, I think, of all of the game modes. You know, some of the other ones actually have pretty satisfying rewards tracks, too. Survival isn't bad. Survival isn't bad. Defense isn't bad. Interception isn't bad. But unlike all of those... it really does feel like Excavation has the best scaling. Like, if you have 4 people that really know what they're doing on HeroCon, you can have 1 person per excavator, and you can more or less just have it run endlessly, and that's kind of insane. You know, these guys probably have this one. I'm gonna go off and work on my own, so I'll grab this. And, like, eventually you'll have to kind of confront your own mortality on this and realize that, no, you can't have 1 person do it. Yep, that's scary. But this ain't so bad. Hey, I've already got a bubble here. Did I go past this, or did it pop up later? I don't know. Okay, I do have one of the power things in my hand. Well, I guess I might as well pre-power this one. Makes life a lot easier, seeing as it's reusing locations. Yeah, unfortunately, my damage is kind of lower. Nice part is, Ignis has a pretty high status chance, so it's not so bad. I'll have to see if I can get it to have an even higher status chance further. Actually, this is a good time. I'm going to, I've got Zeneric for at least a day or two. More, and I figure Zeneric, bad time for a reload. There's an ancient healer up in this, isn't? Yep, there it goes. 20,000 damage, though. That's not bad. Yeah, there's going to be a whole bunch of ancient healers rolling in at this point. But that's okay. I will kill them slowly, or this excavator will die. Oh, they are here now, or Shadow is here. Shadow is here. Because, yeah, this is kind of why I need the Tonkor, because these guys get a huge armor buff from the ancient healers being nearby, which makes it a lot harder to kill them. Tonkor could just cut through it. It didn't really matter. But the Ignis, my damage goes from thousands to hundreds. And that's when we run into complications. And that's why you generally want to have stronger guns than the Ignis. But then again, this is usually the point where I'm just like, alright, well, can't do this so easily anymore. Let's just get out of here. I think I've gotten a fair amount of Endo from this, so it's not like it's not like I'm really bereft here. I am not paying attention though. That is a major point to be made here. Oops. More energy. There's probably a got enough for one. Okay. I'll go babysit the other side. Because I think Shadow's got the better gun. I guess if he goes down, obviously, we learn that is not true. But he's got the boopin'. I should probably go for the Ancient Healer. Yeah, because if you take out the Ancient Healer, everybody else gets a lot flimsier. It's just the until then situation. I don't know if Toxic Ancients count in that classification, honestly. I should double check. See, does everybody have an Ignis? No. Shadow Strider has a Tsar. I'll have to look at the Tsar at some point. Because any gun that well, okay, so I played with a couple of people. I mentioned, well, we've been playing with Ninja Man the past couple days, and then there's Shadow and Aklion and a couple other people. Any guns that they use, I generally will like be interested in, just because these guys generally know more than I do. So I'm like, okay, you know what you're doing. I'm gonna follow your lead, and I'm gonna use that gun. I'm sure all guns can be made viable, but I don't have the I'm not gonna say the time or the brain power. Could probably do. It's just a lot easier for me to just follow the leader on this and be like, okay, gonna go with that, I guess. Oh, I'm out of juice. Well, back to the bubble. I'm also out of extractor. We should probably go. So we're at 1,200. We have yet to lose one, which is, I mean, good, but we've also got a decent team for this. I guess I'll rejoin these guys. Bubble it up and just hang out. Well, never mind. Oh, he fell down. Didn't realize he fell off. Yeah, we're gonna start hitting more toxin here, which is definitely going to be a problem. Oh, the Tsar is a grenade launcher. That's why. He blew himself up. That's why he went down. I was wondering about that. Okay. I was just getting up there so I wouldn't have to think about it. But now I know. Let's see. I'm just trying to brain through potential topics here. The other thing I probably need to do, what I'm probably going to do over the course of Eidolon is probably just pick up a whole bunch of different new weapons and then get like an affinity booster while I'm just running around. Okay, you know what? I should probably let him have his Tsar Tower. We've really only got 140 Endo from this. Oh, but that doesn't count the identified... that does not count the identified, like, rewards. I gotcha. I was wondering about that. I was like, I know I've gotten more than just that. but I didn't exactly know how or why or what. I could go with Harrow for this. Nah. If I'm not gonna go Frost, though honestly Frost is arguably probably the most useful for Huracan. Boobin ain't bad either, but yeah, we should probably go after this. I am not doing damage to these guys. Should probably bring a sword at some point. That must be the Tsar. Gotta say, the Tsar looks like a pretty decent gun. I'll take a look at it after this mission, just out of sheer curiosity. Yeah, I think Nidus would just be fun. For those of you that don't know, Nidus has a really fun, like, black hole of tentacles. And I rather enjoy using it. Let's see. Yeah, let's go. What? Oh, here we go. My navigation abilities drop off when you run into, like, broken level chunks. Not that the level chunks are broken, but, like, if there's, like, a random turn where there isn't always, it gets confusing. Okay, so what did we get? Fair amount of affinity. It's not as much as some of the other places. That's for certain. A lot of cryotic, but I don't actually know if that's ever even useful. Morphics. I remember the days when Morphics were rare. Those were interesting days. Okay. Alright. I do have my Syndicate on. I should probably go back and put my Steel Meridian on. Maybe. Because I think I've got every weapon that I actually care about from Syndicate. I haven't really looked. Okay. Well, let's go see what the Tsar is, and then I'll throw on the Tonkor, and we'll just... We'll see if the Tonkor is still ultra danger mode, or if it got better. Actually, looking at this, I could probably... Oh, right, Serration. I could probably... Well, we'll see if I kill myself. How much Endo did we even get from that? I wasn't exactly paying attention how much I got. We mostly just got, like, little credit things. Okay. 70,000 credits ain't bad. Yeah, 540 Endo. It's okay. Let's see. I guess I could just roll, I could just roll Nidus anyway. Nah, Frost is probably more reliable. Let's see. Oh, right, I was gonna check the Tsar while we're putzing. No, is Z? Tsar. Oh, the Tsar is the cannon. I remember hearing about this thing. Yeah, it's got the cannon and it's got the barrage. And... Yeah. I remember. And the reason why I wasn't interested in making the Tsar is because it requires a Dragoon. And I got rid of my Dragoon because I didn't like it that much. I guess I'll find out if my, I guess I'll find out if Tonkor got nerfed with my own friendship cannon of sorts. It'll be okay. I guess I'll queue us up for another round of Huracan. Probably, they take a while. I'll queue us up, but I guess that'll be the next episode. So, a bit of a short one today, but I'm mostly trying not to go over. So yeah, I guess we'll find out on whether or not my Tonkor is a 100% friendship cannon, or if it really did get nerfed like I thought it did. Because, ooh boy, I'm probably going to blow up. It'll be fun. Anyway, so yeah, we'll see, I'll see you guys on the next episode of Warframe. Huracan farming. I don't know, something or other. Unless there's a better place to go. Oh, it was only there so you could grenade jump with Tonkor Demo Man style. Oh, that sucks. Alright, yeah, so see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.